Morning. There you are. Yes, it's a week of videos, as you know. Told you on the old live earlier this week. So today we're going to go to Whitlingham Country Park, have a look at the water birds and the scenery and all different bits, and a bit of dog walking as well. So enough of that. Come along, travel with me. Let's head to Whitlingham. Well, we've made it to Whitlingham, just sorting the old car park out. So if you do turn up here, it is done as usual through the app, and as we're finding out today through yet another app that we didn't know we needed, so we're now doing that. I just kind of wish all these car parks would kind of stick to the same kind of app, and not that we have to use a different one every single one we get there. Anyway, enough of that me whinging on. A little rant done. Anyway, we'll try and get on with the walk in a minute, so I'll turn the camera around. We'll just do a little oversight of where we are. So this is just to give you a quick run through. It's a kind of a lake area. Lots of wildlife, nature trails. There is the old boating activities and that kind of thing you can do here, rowing and all that. Unfortunately, I'm a bit too old for all that now, so we'll leave that for the youngsters. But yeah, quite nice. I'm sure it's a lot better in the summer. No, it's not too bad today, about 10 degrees today. So anyway, let me get the camera turned around. Let's get a quick overview. So as we can see, this is the main area cafe that you can go. We'll perhaps try that out in a bit. You've got two car parks here. We're in the first main one next to the old lake, and there is an overspill car park just a bit further up as you come in. So there is toilet facilities and that in the cafe area, I believe, but again we'll check them out in a little while. So we'll just spin the old camera around and take a look on the lake, and then we'll head off on the old nature trail. So you can head through this gate. The amount of birds we've got here. This is just what we need to see. Let's see if we can zoom this up for you. Now I'm assuming we can't feed any of these. Just give you a little information board there. Let's just do a little 180 of where we are. Really quite peaceful here. And then we will head out along the track. So we've kind of got all the bloody gnats there. Tell you near a lake, literally there is loads of gnats here everywhere. So, oh dear. Now that was me thinking this was a work day and all the kids are at school, and the amount of people here. I thought I'll come down today and it will be quite quiet. Obviously not. Anyway, we're now on the edge of the lake, so let's turn the old camera around and I'll show you this. So, as you can see, we'll just follow this around. How peaceful this is. Now, just to give you a little indication, Norwich is out that way, and we're kind of sort of southeast of Norwich, and obviously all the boating part is all at that end. So anyway, let's carry on along here. Now I can imagine some of these reeds during the summertime look like they're all new shoots. Do have some benches as we go as well, so if you do need a sit down, and it is a tarmac track, so we'll see if the tarmac track stays as we go round, so I can let you know, but definitely okay for prams, buggies and all that kind of thing. Now we did kind of underestimate oh god, the gnats again. Yeah, if you do get bit easy, this may not be the place to go, because they're literally everywhere. So I didn't actually realise how bad it would be. I think we're going to get bit to hell today. But we will carry on. So you have these little kind of pond areas, there's lots of these about. So to show you this, I'm now coming up to one of the small little bridges. But really nice and tranquil here. But there, let's carry on the old path. Yes, we're back. Now, hope you enjoyed the video yesterday. We did one of the Lego videos, and I think maybe one of the last Lego videos. We'll perhaps give that a break for a while now, mainly because we've run out of Lego sets. But but yeah, we'll give that a break, because now the weather's better. We want to concentrate on the travelling videos. So another bench, in case you need that. But at least the weather has kept. Now we seem to be a bit gnat free at the moment, so that's quite handy. Just going to show you some of the old buildings out the back here as well as we go. So yeah, let's carry on. We'll just show you through the reeds. Get that. And then we'll just turn this around. You do have the railway line go at the back there as well, just for interest. We'll just show you down to this waterfront as well. Anyway, let's carry on before we lose the dog. Anyway, coming up to one of the first corners as we go round. So we'll show you now. I think we've got some swans coming up as well. So we'll just stop here and we'll just zoom in and have a look at what some of the wildlife's up to. Plus we can test the old get out for you as well. No, that's obviously found something good to do. Let's come out here a little bit. As you can see, the old buildings at the background as well. If I show you, I'll just zoom in on there. Now, just for all the viewers, for reference, Coleman's factory, Mustard Wise, used to be out that way, just behind them trees. So, just another bit of history there for you. Anyway, let's carry on up. Now, it was one of them days, I didn't know whether to wear a hat or not. Or not a hat, well a jacket as well, but it's quite warm. Got to wear the cap. Anyway, new cap, got to wear that. But yeah, it's quite warm, definitely walking around here. But yeah, these gnats are a bit worrying, I have to say. I do want to keep going on about it, but yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, so we're on again. So as you can see, it's still tarmac kind of path, and just got them light stones on. So I was going to say, if you've got children and cycles and that sort of thing, it could be a bit slippery, especially at speed. So now we do have these kinds of benches and little seats, and there is bin areas as well. What I'll do, I'll just hover over this map and then you can have a look. So that's kind of where we are there. So we'll just take a look from this angle to see what's going on. Not too much. I'm not sure what that is up there. It's good doing these little nature walks, isn't it? I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know. Oh, that's a rook, is it? Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, let's carry on. So so I thought I'd come out while it's the weather's kind of okay. I think the weather's meant to be better Wednesday. We're out again filming Wednesday. I'm trying to kind of do a film each day this week. I thought I'd try and get as many in as I can. You can only try, can't you? Problem is with these weather apps, as I've said on some of the lives, sometimes you think the weather's okay and then next minute it kind of changes by the minute. You never know. Anyway, let's just it's me waffling on. Let me turn this around so you can see some of this lake. Look at that. Quite a picture that is. Really quite tranquil. Anyway, let's carry on. Some guys running there. I think I'm a bit past them days. Used to do a lot of that when I was in the army, but that feels about a million years ago now. So we'll get our steps in on this. We don't mind the walks. So we'll just carry on along here. Again, track is still okay. So I'm just I've never actually walked around the outside. I think we've kind of gone as far as where we normally have. As I haven't been here since I've had the kids, and it's not one of these things I've been meaning to do but never got round to it. So, but I know it's good for walks here, and yeah, all nice and natural and open. Anyway, come on, let's carry on. Now, obviously I've just remembered, as we normally do with these walks, I actually forgot to put my step counter on. Why do you always do that? I must leave a label on the phone, just to say, put your step meter on before we head off. So, anyway, okay, we're nearly up to the top of the lake where we're going to curve round and start heading back the far side. Now there is some buildings that side I want to show you as we get round there, because there's kind of like an old, I like to say it's a church building. I don't think it is a church. But don't forget, as these walks, we're just telling you the bits that we see as we go round. So I will leave you guys to do the research. Yeah, another train going by. Obviously found some drivers today. Oh, a bit controversial, let's not go there. Anyway, let's take a look, so I'll get this out in a minute. Let's take a look at the lake from this end, and let's turn the camera around and show you. So here we go. So we left and went right from the cafe. So we're at that end of the lake, just to show you how tranquil this is. Look at this, that's like the water's kind of slower this end. We did pass someone further back there swimming, even though that does say no swimming, but you know, there you go. What would we know? Just a little scene for you. Let's just get this right. We like to do a little photograph angle. Look at that. Anyway, come on, let's catch up with the others. But yeah, it's definitely warm today. Oh. It's getting that point now, I think, no, I definitely didn't need a jumper and a coat on, did I? Now, we've got some more nature bits to come this week as well. I won't give you any hints yet until we get there. So, but one of our little days out we've got coming Wednesday. So don't forget, each day we're going to try and film during the day, get it edited and get it put it out to you as we go each night time. That's the plan anyway. As you know, nothing ever goes to plan, does it? So, but yeah, as you can see behind me, nice still waters, kind of. But yeah, we're on the way back on the other side of the lake now. Oh dear. And I hope everyone's been enjoying the videos. I'm trying to get you a different place each time. I don't want to kind of go back sort of covering the same areas as we've done before, so we're trying to find you a different place each time. We will try anyway. Let's turn this camera and look at some ducks. I say ducks, they're actually geese. I do apologise. Let me zoom that in a bit. So it's amazing what this DJI kit can do when you actually, you know, get it to work. But there. Good to see. I like a bit of wildlife. Anyway, let's carry on again. Now, just let you know, the paths are a bit narrow this side, but kind of like the other side, if you do have children, there is lots of these little sort of small pond, boggy areas. So obviously you do need to be aware, literally stick on the path. But again, there is some nice bench areas. The only thing I would say I have noticed is there don't seem to be as many gnats this side as there was the other side. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, there's this little chap was in there. What's he doing? And a little rest. Look at him. Anyway, come on. Let's carry on at the bath. Now, as usual, we're trying to film and bloody sun's in your eyes all the time. I never have any luck. Anyway, spot some more geese. I need to get as much wildlife as we can in, so let me turn this camera around and let's take a look what they're up to. Just zoom that in there for you. It's good to see the wildlife though. Yeah, we're on full zoom now. Anyway, let's carry on again. Again, more benches. And just to confirm, it is still this kind of path as we go around. So I'll just show you some other bits, as we can see from this side. So we do have another part of the river here, because I believe this does join up with the River Yar, yeah, I never get that right, and the Wensum. And a quick check of the map this morning, because someone did ask me, and literally the river goes kind of like from Great Yarmouth, and you can follow it all the way through to all the way through Norwich, and that like goes past Fakenham. So Let's just zoom some of this in for you. All nice and pleasant. Anyway, let's go and catch up with the gang. There we go, sun behind me now. Yep, we're still carrying along and still taking you with me as we go along this walk. We're doing the whole lake walk around Whitlingham. Like I said, we've not done this ever. Funny, I think because when we had the kids before, they were quite young, and we used to do around the main cafe area, take them to see the birds and that kind of thing like you do, and just have a little walk with them. It's good to get the kids out, get them in the fresh air. So, but yeah, plenty of boats around this side as I just showed you. We're coming up to this kind of building, and I can't quite remember what this building was. I don't know whether it was something to do with an old building on the place where Coleman's was. Again, like I said, I'm sure someone in the comments will let us know. Like I said, we're just here for the walks. I'll have to have a check how far it actually is to walk all the way around. So we're kind of in between Whitlingham sort of lake, whatever it is, and the river this side as well. So, but at least we're gnat free. That's the main thing. I couldn't believe them gnats. They're quite big ones as well. So right, we've got another notice board, so I'll just turn the camera around so you can have a quick read of that while we're here. Here we go, another little notice board for you. I'll leave that there a moment and then you can have a look. You can always pause the video, take a little read. Anyway, let's carry on. I will just show you. Obviously we've got railway bridge just there, and we'll follow this all the way along. But yeah, now you go on these walks and then suddenly, it could just be my age thing, but you you suddenly get to this side where you're kind of halfway round, and you think, oh, you know, I could go to the toilet now. Never mind. We'll hang on till we get to the cafe, and then we'll take her in there and we'll have a cuppa. You know, the channel's all about the cuppa. Oh. Anyway, we're going to have a little, I've decided we're going to have, at the end of the year, we're going to have a little assessment and kind of see where the channel is. I think we're up to about 145 subscribers, but it's not kind of a, you know, where I'd like it to be. I think we're quite a bit behind at the moment, but we'll keep plugging away. I'll keep putting the stuff out there for you, and then we'll like I said, at the end of the year we'll kind of see where we are with the channel and with everything, and have a little chat. Anyway, come on, let's get us walking in. Right, so we find another little bench area on the river. See some more. There's plenty of geese about. Let's just zoom that in there. See what they're up to. Let's aim it in the right direction. There, we're on about full zoom there anyway. Now what I was going to point out was this, what looks like an old kind of church. I don't know. I'm trying to remember now because I'm pretty certain it was something to do where Coleman's was. Let me zoom out that a bit. I'll have to see if I can dig that info out for you. Anyway, let's carry on. Just take a little look from the lake from this side. Obviously we're on Whitlingham side now. Nice little, don't know if that's a fishing hut or what that is. Who knows? See what these birds are up to. I think they're ducks we got here. Anyway, let's carry on. We'll leave them to rest. Now, just leave that go by, the train behind me. Now I think we're going to turn the left here. That takes us out to a little bit on the lake, kind of where that hut was. So we're going to have a look and see what that was there, and see what we can find. Come on. Let's head down. What I'll do, I'll turn this camera around now, and then you can see some of these reeds. They look really good. I bet they're good in the summertime. Anyway, have a look. So there you go, there's the reeds. Let me go down and get a little shot there, look at that. Let's head down here. No fishing or swimming. See? Did say no swimming. Well, he's braver than I am. Let's just have a look down here. Again, this is only a stone kind of path, no tarmac, so wouldn't be too good with buggies or prams in it. Got some of these birds through here, look at that. Just zoom that in for you. Really good, some of the shots here. Anyway, let's carry on down this path. And we'll zoom it this way. We have got more benches. It's just a little look at the lake from here. Just to zoom that in again for you. I suppose we're maybe kind of halfway round now. So just have a little look. Path's definitely getting a bit wetter here. Oh, it looks like it's a little bird, kind of little bird hut. It's not a fishing cabin. Anyway, that's a bit full of people, so we'll see if we can get in, and then I'll get that film for you. So we'll just take a look from this angle. So we're at the hut now, as you can see. So, and this is the view of the lake. Obviously we've just come from down that end. See if we can zoom that in a bit. There's a lot of birds, I think they're quite a way out though. Yeah, I'm nearly on full zoom now. But yeah, good to see. There's one. Anyway, let's carry on up. We'll leave the old birds to crack on with their day. Now, I would say that the path is definitely a bit quieter this side than it is the other side, but I say the other side's where the car park is and the cafe, so that's going to be busier anyway. So, but yeah, we're getting there. That's just interesting to see that. Tell you what, until you come to these places, that kind of realise these lakes are a lot bigger than what you think they are. I suppose you kind of look at them on the map and you think, yeah, that don't look too bad, and then you start walking around and you think, yeah, maybe that is a bit further than it is. Anyway, never mind. There's a job for me, professional dog walker. Or he's just got lots of dogs. Who knows? You know when you see these little glimpses, bits on Instagram, say, and you see these people and they go to these places full of puppies and that. I saw one the other day, and this person was laying on the floor and got bombarded with all these little puppy golden retrievers. And you thought, lucky bugger. Oh, I'd love to go and do that. Just saying, if anyone's got a pile of dogs. Anyway, I'll turn this camera around. We'll have a look at the scene from here. We're kind of coming up to where the car park is on the other side. So I'll turn this around. There's a little opening we've got here at the moment. I just saw that as a shot, and I just thought that looked quite nice. So I thought we'd video that. That just looked quite tranquil here. Nice little open area. I think there's a few trees been cut down here. But anyway, let's carry on before we get behind. Obviously we're back on the normal track now, and just I don't know if you saw that on camera, a little robin right in front of me. He looked a bit smaller than the ones we have at home. Anyway, let's carry on. But there, what a nice day for a walk. Now I can just, looking straight across now, I can see the cafe area. We're getting there. So, oh dear. Let's lift that up a little bit more so you can see a bit more. What I'll do, this just kind of opening out on this side now, on Whitlingham side. So I will turn that around for you to have a little look. As you can see behind me there. Get that. All nice and open now. There. Let's carry on. We know we'll get a bit more open because we've got more bloody gnats coming again now. It's never win. Can't ever win. Oh yeah. Anyway, I don't think I'll be rushing back for these gnats again. Good job I got my hat on. See, Jamie? Got my cap on. Oh dear. What has surprised me is the amount of people here. Like I said, I want to take this week off because I thought the kids are still at school. So hopefully if I go out and film, maybe a bit quieter. How wrong was I? Never mind. As long as we get these videos in for you, that's the main thing. I do make you wonder whether this is kind of ever flooded or not. I don't know. Guess you guys will have to have a look for me. I don't think it ever, well, who knows? We don't know. You'll have to have a little look online for me. Whitlingham Lake, has it ever flooded? I can see, I'll tell you what, that's really not, it's not that low down. I know this time of year we'll have a bit more water perhaps, but it's, I know I slope slightly from this path, but you can see it wouldn't take a lot to start to come into these areas. I know the track is kind of built between rivers, and there's lots of little rivers and ponds and little bits there. So, right, literally, if I turn that around, straight over there now you can see the car park. So that's kind of where we are there. So I'm just going to turn around, just need to show you this shot. I think this would be good for the older photographers out there. Take a look. There, take a look at that. That'll be good for a photograph. Anyway, let's carry on back down on the path. Again, still nice and clear. It's a bit quieter at the moment, he says, as I see loads of people coming this way. Anyway, let's leave them in peace, and I'll catch you in a moment. Anyway, we're at the coming up to the far end of the lake now, and there is a little kind of army boot camp just here. So I won't over go and show all that, because I know a lot of kids use that area. But and yeah, I certainly won't have the energy to do that, not now. My days of going over obstacle courses have been and gone. So, but I'll turn this around and then I'll just show you, because like I said, we're coming up to a lot of the boat areas now. So yeah, so take a look. There we go, few boats. We'll just quickly skim over these in case some of these are private. Then we'll carry on down the path. And like I say, we're sort of kind of Norwich end of Whitlingham Lake now. Whew, that is definitely warm. But I'm resisting taking my jacket off. So, as we can see, Whitlingham Adventure Area. I'll just zoom that in case you do want to make contact with them, so you can have a look. Those are the details. Like I say, check online, and I'm sure they'll be able to advise you from there. Just turn this around, we have another board this end. I just want to show you as much of these information boards as we can. A bit of Rome and Whitlingham. Just to zoom in for that for you. I'll just leave that there a quick second. Like I said, you can always pause the video and zoom up and have a read. Anyway, let's carry on round. Another board so we can just see where we are. I like to give this information as we go round, and then you can kind of follow us where we are. So, kind of on the way back now. We've just gone round the next corner, if you like, which now takes us back on the path, heading back towards the car park and the cafe area. I'll kind of be saying thank goodness, but no, it's been a really nice walk actually. It's been really good, because like I said, I've never been round before, so it's like I said, it is a good sized lake. But yeah, it's always good to do the tour. What I'll do, I'll just turn the camera around, and then you can. We've got another notice board here, so I just wanted to show you that. And then I'll kind of angle over this adventure area part as well. Then you can take a look at that. So there we go, another notice board for you. Just let you just pause that so you can have a quick look there. And then what I'll do, just to show you kind of where we are. So the cafe area is back this way, as we're going that way. And then I'll just spin this around. And then you can take a look at the boating area, and like I said, that is that Whitlingham Adventure Area. Let's just zoom that in a bit for you, just so you can pan and have a look. But yeah, anyway, let's carry on back this way. Right, we're back. Just gone and took some photographs. What we'll do, we'll intertwine them into the video. There we like Flint Barn Calf. Bit of a mouthful, that one. So think it's getting that point that's ready for a cuppa, I think. Plenty of dogs, plenty of dog walkers. Good to see. Can still hear the birds, I'm sure. That's like a moorhen or a coot. One of them anyway. But we can definitely tell we're back this side because there's plenty of gnats. Now, we've got an old building just here, so I'm going to show you the board, and then we'll have a little mooch round, as Jamie would say, little mooch round. So let's I'll turn the camera around, then you can take a look. So, just to show you this, especially if I can get my bloody camera to work. Bit of info there, and then we'll just come up and show you these ruins. And this is what's left of Trost Newton Hall. Unfortunately I can't get in there because it's all, for some reason it's all locked away. Let me see how far I can stretch the camera for you. But that is all ruins, obviously, but I just wanted to show you this. If the sun doesn't knock it out too much. We just come back this way. See if you can see some of the other ruins from here. It's a shame that it's all padlocked and you can't actually see. Let me just zoom in a bit for you, because we do like to look at some ruins. But yeah, real shame you can't get in, just have a look around, because I can't particularly see anything dangerous in there. But there, maybe they unlock it in the summer or something, who knows. Anyway, let's carry on along this path. We're nearly at the cafe now. As you can see at the back there, that's where we're heading to. Cuppa time, I think. Again, little dyke areas and drains, so obviously you just need to be careful of kids. So we're nearly back up to where we started with all the geese and swans and ducks and a bit of everything. So I will I will keep the camera going, and then you can take a look and see if we can zoom some of this in for you. Plenty of them there, as we can see, plenty of swans. I'll try and zoom this a bit more for you. Good mixed bag here, but really good to see. Just want to show him that swan. If my, come on DJI, play nicely. Get that. Look like some younger ones, or not? Maybe not. I'm sure the bird people will tell me as we go. I'll just slowly pan that back out again. Little moorhen. Sorry, not moorhen, coot. I do apologise. Do love watching these. You could watch these all day, couldn't you? But there. I'll slowly carry on. All the mallards are chilling out. So see if we can get a bit closer there for you. Really good to see them. Like I said, this is where we used to take the kids to look at the ducks and the swans and that. But there we go, that'll do, and I think it's now cuppa time. So that was Whitlingham Lake. We're nearly finished. Not going to quite finish quite yet because it's cuppa first. So let's head up to the barn, see if we can get a cuppa and a nice light refreshment, I think. So I will catch you guys in a moment. So you thought I'd finished, didn't you? While I sat at the cafe, I thought actually I'm going to see if I can look at the back end of that derelict hall that we couldn't see from the other end. So I think you can perhaps see it a bit better from here. So I'm just going to turn the camera around, a little bit of extra footage for you. And I'll just do the video from here, from Trouse Newton Hall, which is the old derelict hall. I think you can actually see it better this end. So I'll turn the camera around and you take a look from here. So here we go. Trouse Newton Hall. Like I said, it's just a bit of a shame that they've kind of sort of locked it off so you can't get in. What I'll do, I'll just zoom it a bit more just so we can see it from here. And you can perhaps see the ruins from this side. Like I said, there isn't too much to see, but I just wanted to show you this. So there we go. Anyway, that will do for today. I tried to think how long this the edit's going to actually take in minutes. We'll try and keep it to half an hour, but we'll see when I get home and do the edit. So hope you enjoyed Whitlingham Country Park. Not been here before. Well, certainly not all the way around anyway. So hope you enjoyed. I'm now going to go back and finish my cuppa, and then we will head home. So lots more to come this week, lots more different outings to go to, so hope you enjoy. If you do like the content, you know what I'm going to say, because we're really trying to push this channel this year. If you do like the content and you like what I do, then give me a like, and if you could subscribe, that'd be really good, and I'll be really thankful. Anyway, I will catch you later in the week. I will see you soon. Have a rest, excellent part of your day, and yeah, catch you in the next one.